Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High, radio shout-in. Stepping in the building, I got a singer/reality star that's killing the streets as we speak. I'm talking about Brittany B. What's good with it, sis?
What's up? How you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Good?
Now, I mean, Brittany, this new joint that you just dropped off in this thing, this Reputation.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this banger, sis.
Listen, I got a reputation.
Ooh.
Gotta keep these jewels on my teeth.
Okay.
Gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep the white. I gotta keep it going. That's what it's about.
Talk to me about that reputation that you got to uphold out here in these streets, Brittany.
Listen, look, I gotta make sure that wherever I go, that they know that Boss Britt is in the building.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Talk to me about
this. And
this.
basically, the song it's really just about like empowering yourself, making sure that you don't let the haters get to you.
Come on now.
You don't let them bring you down on your level.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
That's what it's about.
Boss Brittany.
Yes.
Talk to me about being a boss out here in these streets and handling your business.
Well,
though.
you know, for those of you who don't know me.
That's right. Come on with it now.
I am a Grammy-nominated Billboard chart.
Ooh.
Gold plaque having.
Ooh.
Self-made.
Come on now.
Boss out here. And I am one of the youngest African-American female A&Rs at Warner Music Group.
Oh, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's how you feel, Brittany.
I'm one of the coolest A&Rs you ever meet, man. You know, that's what I say.
Okay, see, it seems to me, Brittany, like you got on many hats, okay? Because if you're not jamming in the studio, then you're doing your thing on the television, but then you're behind the scenes as an exec, handling business as well.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about how you juggling all that stuff, Brittany.
Whew, it is not an easy task.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But I always just say yes to the opportunities. I'm a natural born hustler. And, you know, I got my name, Boss Britt, from just being the boss of everything, being the boss of my life, leveling up, doing what I got to do, saying yes to the opportunity, showing up, and showing out when you get there.
Big old facts. Now, I mean, talk to me about being on Love and Hip Hop. What has that experience been
Oh,
like
my
for
God,
you?
it's drama.
Oh.
The drama. It's so fun. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know what? It is really, really, really fun. I love being on the franchise. I feel like I am a great addition to the show. Not even trying to sound arrogant or anything.
Not with you.
But it's needed. It's necessary to see an African-American woman who does wear many hats on a show like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You need love. You need hip-hop. You need me on there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm proud to be on the show and be on the franchise and bring something fresh to the show.
Now, you spoke of Grammy nominations around this thing. Talk to me about that banger.
I had the honor of working with an artist named Lettucey.
Oh,
and,
I love me some Lettucey.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
You know, pieces of me.
Come on now. Ooh.
You know, I miss you now. The hits. You know what I'm talking
now.
about? So her last album was called Let Love Rule.
Yeah.
And I had the honor of co-writing the title track, Let Love Rule, and also a record called Give You More featuring John Legend.
Talk to me about being a writer out here and then being able to place it with somebody that can really sing. Because, see, that Lettucey, you know, a lot of writers say, I write these songs, but I got to dumb it down because they can't keep up with how I'm writing out here. And that lady is about to take your stuff to a whole nother level when you record that.
Yes.
So talk to me about being able to work with somebody that can really help that vision that you had coming to fruition. I
mean, honestly, when I was working with Lettucey, it was just a dream come true to be able to work with someone who has such a tremendous voice, such a tremendous work ethic, and she's a living legend. You know what I mean? So it was an honor to just even be in her presence and be able to vibe with her and get to know her on a personal level, because music is about it's about a feeling.
That's right.
That's where it starts with, a feeling, and it comes from your heart. So I feel like the album title Let Love Rule is very fitting.
That's right.
Because that's what we did. We let it rule,
Speaking of living legends, I understand that you also work with Kanye West as well.
I have done a record. I
I
actually co-wrote on a record that he was featured on. So I actually didn't even get a chance to meet him when that record was done at the time.
Yeah.
He sent his vocals in. You know what I mean? Callie was like, are the vocals in? You're
right. Yeah.
It was one of those. It was like, are the vocals in yet? So when I actually heard the finished version of the record and I heard his voice on it, I was like, whoa.
Ooh.
This is crazy.
Now, also as an A&R out here in these streets, what does that job entail, and what is that like for you working behind the scenes, making sure that these artists got what they need?
My life on a day-to-day basis is different. Everybody asks me what is a day in the life of, Brittany B as the A&R, and it's I could be going to an artist video shoot that day. I could just be going to the studio.
Yeah.
Most days I go to the office. And I'm answering emails, listening to submissions that people send me. Right, you know what I mean? And listening to beat packs and just really scheduling sessions. It's a job where you got to have good time management skills.
That's right.
Got to be able to manage your time.
Now, as a lady that wears so many different hats, which hat is the one that you feel like you just really get in your bag and get busy in, though, Brittany?
Well, this pen is real saucy.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pen is on fire right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I just did a record a couple of weeks ago for Eric Bellinger and Kehlani.
Yeah.
Called Headline. I got the opportunity, the honor to co-write that record with him. And then Kehlani hopped on it. And she's our R&B princess. She's amazing. So that record is crazy. And then I actually have a record coming out that I had the honor of being a part of. That's going to be on Cash Doll's new album.
Ooh.
It's called No Lames. And it's
can
featuring
dig that.
Summer Walker. Yeah.
I mean, break down that no lames to me because we all hate lames.
Listen.
Come on, we hate them.
Listen. I think the lady's going to like the song.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's almost like the 2020 version of No Scrubs. You
Come
know what I'm
on
saying?
now. I'm with you.
We don't want no lames.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, so I'm excited. I'm honored to be on that project with her.
How long have you been doing this music though, Brittany?
I've been writing music professionally for the last 6 years. I say I got my first actual placement then.
Yeah.
But I've been writing and singing for since I was 16. 15,
Come on now.
So yeah. So
So
for a
now,
minute.
what is it like being where you are right now in the industry when you had that dream as a 16-year-old girl, just hoping that somebody would just give you an ear?
I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful. You know what I mean? I got two younger brothers.
Uh-huh.
One of my brothers is incarcerated. He got 9 more years. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to him every day. And, just for him to see me on television, you know what I mean? He out and, he's in medium security prison.
Yeah.
Watching his sister on television. You know what I mean? These are things that we talked about when we were little kids growing up together, So I'm just super grateful, super thankful for all the opportunities that have been given to me. I don't never take it for granted. And I'm having fun.
Exactly. Now you gotta have fun. Now, I mean, talk to me about the grind though, Brittany, because you don't get to be boss Brittany by playing around. You understand what I'm saying here?
Hell nah.
Talk to me about having to overcome some things out here and that advice that you got for the next woman that's trying to be boss Brittany.
You know what? The best advice that I could give anyone who's pursuing their dreams is to always say yes to the opportunities, right? Even when you feel you're not ready. Because Lord knows, half of the things that I've done, I didn't really feel I was ready, right?
Yeah.
But I did it anyway.
Come
Put
on.
my best foot forward. And then I would also say, just have a positive attitude about things. What may sound crazy to one person may sound like the most amazing idea to another person. You know, so don't take that no for an answer. Yeah.
Talk to me about doing it scared, though, because a lot of folks don't have the confidence, Brittany, to go ahead and go out there and do it scared.
Yeah. Well, scared money don't make no money.
Ooh.
Right?
Come on
That's
now.
what they say, right?
That's right.
Ain't that the Juicy J quote? Shout out to Juicy J, I think so.
Nah, those are big facts, though.
Right, but you know what I mean? Scared money don't make no money. Honestly, you gotta, you have to be fearless.
That's right.
And I tell people my mantra, why I call myself Bossed Up Brit, is because I'm always leveling up. I'm always thinking of ways that I can level up in my life. How can I push the bar? You know what I mean? I got a task list, I got a bucket list, and I'm checking them bitches off.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta check them off.
I'm with
you.
you.
And you gotta find people that believe in the same things you believe in too.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be around people that love you. Love those that love you.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And it's for example, with placements and stuff, I used to be aiming to get on a certain type of project. It's only 13 slots on that project.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So my strategy was I'm gonna work with the new artists.
Come on.
That people don't want to work with.
Come on. I done been
I'm
there.
gonna
I know
take
exactly
them,
what you're talking
and
about.
I'm
That's
gonna-
called being a genius, but continue.
Right, you know what I mean?
True.
And just so happen to, put my love, put my all, put my energy into that. and grow it and help it develop and watch it blow up. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
pretty soon though. That's the project that everybody want to get on.
Come on.
You know, so you gotta go where your yeses are. Go where your love is.
But then also when you have to take that risk and work with those new artists, you also have to have an eye for talent, which also explains why you in A&R as well. But talk to me about your eye and understanding who is next to blow and willing to, give your time and your service to them to make sure that they blow up.
Well, it starts with the music.
Uh-huh.
It starts with the music. You know, it's not about followers. I know that everybody pays attention to the hype, the clout, all that stuff. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Being hot in your city, definitely. But it definitely, for me, it starts with the music. Because one song can change anybody's life. For real, for real.
Now, when you speak of clout, I mean, you in love and hip-hop, Hollywood. I mean,
right.
So what is that like navigating the industry in the middle of Hollywood with it at the same time in the clout field and clout-chased world?
I mean, it exists.
I know.
Clout exists.
I
don't know who came up with this word, but it's in the dictionary now. You know what I mean? I don't even know where it just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But I feel like for me, I just try to stay real. Like I have friends and I have associates in the business, and you got to be able to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Who your friends are, who your business associates are. Sometimes the lines get blurred, right? But just making sure that you know exactly what it is that you're doing and how to navigate. So for me, I just keep it real with everybody.
Talk to me about that, though, Brittany, being able to stay humble at the same time, because you got a lot of stuff going on. So what are some of the things that you do or you get into that keep you hungry and also keep you relatable?
Every week I have a pack of top ramen. The chicken flavor. Every Friday.
I'm with that.
Every Friday, I put that pot on there, put that water in there.
Just to remind you.
Just to remind me that I used to eat top ramen every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also, what's crazy is one of the things that I do to kind of like get away from the music is I go to the movies.
Yeah.
So on Tuesdays, $5.75.
Come on.
$5.75.
That's right.
I know this sounds funny. This probably sounds crazy as hell, but I really do. I go to the movies.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays, I watch the movies. I be amongst like regular people, and I just chill. Like, and I just, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like decompress. Like, that's my way of, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with remaining humble and like keeping a clear head. You know what I'm saying? To get focused for the next week when I got to deal with all these crazy ass people in Hollywood, Lord, on camera and off. But
come on, I understand. Now, Brittany, take me back to being 16 and having a dream. Was this industry everything that you expected it to be, or was it a little bit more wilder than you expected?
When I was 16, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just knew that I wanted to sing, and I just knew that I wanted to be on a billboard somewhere, and you have no idea the layers of the music business and the music industry. I was definitely super naive. I definitely learned things the hard way. You know what I mean? I've gotten, publishing taken from me and different things like that. I've learned those lessons. But I also educated myself. You know what I'm saying? I went to school. I got my bachelor's degree. I got my master's in entertainment business.
Oh, see, you weren't fucking around, but continue.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't. I did those things because I was like, well, I already can sing.
Exactly.
I already have a God-given talent. I need to learn some shit, right? I need to learn and educate myself. And that way I wouldn't get got out here. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like been the journey.
Can you talk to me about how that education propelled you to go further in the game by being able to be book smart at the same time? Because, after you learned and had a few bumps and bruises along the roads and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, this doesn't feel good. I need to educate myself. But when you came back armed and equipped with that education, how did that impact your career?
You know what? It was able to, me learning about the music business enabled me to be able to decipher between who was full of shit and who was really for me and really wanted to do, like, break bread together.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because the people who be like, oh, yeah, if you just sign this right here, if you do this right here, it's like, and you tell them, like, that's not the real process.
Exactly.
Then they like, oh, she too smart, right? And they either going to rock with you or they gonna get away because they
Exactly.
snakes. You know what I mean? So I feel like it definitely was able to help me weed out the fake.
Talk to me
Yeah.
about being too smart and too smart for your own good. Because see, that's another thing too. You see what I'm saying? A lot of
yeah.
opportunities present themselves when you a dummy, but when you turn out to be a little too smart, those opportunities try to run away from you.
Yeah.
So how did you navigate and juggle that?
Well, I feel like me being very self-sufficient is a gift and a curse for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm so self-sufficient that sometimes I don't, allow others to help me. That, definitely could be a blessing. So I'm learning to, I'm adding to my team right now. I'm expanding with my team, and I'm super grateful for the people who are around me,
That's
who
right.
believe in me, and that want to, help my vision, help my dreams come to fruition. So I'm navigating through it. I'm still navigating through it as well. You know what I mean?
Now talk to me about your personal life. How you able to keep a relationship going in the midst of wearing all
What
these hats?
relationship?
Oh, come on,
What
Brittany.
relationship?
Come on, you got to have somebody going crazy over you behind closed doors somewhere.
I
Talk
plead
to
the
me.
fifth.
See, there you go.
I plead the fifth. No, you know what? If you've been watching the show,
Uh-huh.
you know that I am single and ready to mingle.
All right now.
I am a bossed up career woman.
That's right.
And it's hard. It's hard dating as a strong black woman, as a strong career woman, whether black, white, whatever. Like, it's hard dating. It's hard dating in LA.
Yeah.
So I'm a strong black woman.
Yeah.
I'm super career focused.
That's right.
And I'm in LA.
My God.
How I'm gonna find somebody?
What is that like when you come across these folks and you got it going on, and there's a brother that doesn't have it going on as much as you have a chance with you?
Money isn't everything.
Uh-huh.
I ain't saying I'm a gold digger,
Uh.
but I ain't messing with no broke. No, I'm just like, you know what the song say.
I know what
No,
you're talking about.
No, you know what? I'm not really like too focused on it right now. I feel
Yeah.
like whoever's meant to come into my life will.
Mm-hmm.
I am open to dating right now. I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time kind of like not focusing on dating,
Mm-hmm.
simply to make sure that I get my career together, get my shit together.
Yeah.
As a woman, I have never wanted to ride the coattails of a man in this industry.
That's right.
I've never wanted that. I've always wanted to stand 10 toes down on my own name, and I'm very proud of that. Like that, I'm Brittany B. I'm not, such and such is wife. You
Come
know
on.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
not that there's anything wrong with that,
I feel.
but just for me, I definitely take pride in that. So now that I am at a place where I am open to dating, follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
No, just like
See, there you go, Brittany. There
No,
you
just
go. Now, with you having this career, what are the things that you felt like you had to sacrifice in order to be successful that you just couldn't normally do that you probably would be doing if you weren't so damn busy all the time?
probably my dating life. I would probably have a boyfriend by now,
Yeah.
a husband or something. A dog, a cat, Jesus, a parrot, something. I would
Yeah.
have one of those things if I wasn't working so hard. But nah, I mean, I feel like. Wait, what was the question?
What do you feel like you had to sacrifice?
I feel like I had to sacrifice. Also, like my family time. I sacrificed a lot with
Yeah.
my family. My mother and I, we just actually reunited.
Oh.
I hadn't seen her in about 6 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And she has her own addictions that she's battling.
Yeah.
But growing up, having a mother who was an alcoholic, and my father, he passed away when I was 8.
My God.
So having that situation going on,
Yeah.
it kind of motivated me, right? It was the opposite. Some people would have let that deter them,
Yeah.
and keep them down. But for me, it was like, nah, I don't want to be like her. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I don't want to be weak.
Yeah.
And so that pushed me to go to school and pushed
Yeah.
me to do the things that I do. So now, looking back, I went to the Grammys, and my mother wasn't there.
Oh,
I looked around and my family wasn't there.
my God.
And so that was a lesson that I had to kind of learn. Like, you can have all these great things, but if you don't have anybody to share it with and celebrate with,
Exactly.
it's kind of pointless,
Yeah.
So I had to swallow my pride and reach out to her. and sit down with her and let her know that I loved her and
Yeah.
that I wasn't upset with her, that I forgave her, you know, that I forgave myself.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm trying to have a real relationship with her,
Exactly.
you know.
With your father passing while you were so young and your mother, having that addiction issue, who did you go to and who did you confide in during those times that were trying and you were trying to make it and blow up and you didn't know if it was going to work out for you?
My music.
Oh,
It was my music.
yeah,
It was my friends. It was the studio.
yeah.
It was that, honestly.
When it comes to that music, how do you feel like it's been a crutch in your life then for you to be able to go in that studio? Were you able to write songs about what you were going through and what you was experiencing at the time? Or was it just more so like a job or work that you were like, okay, I'm putting these songs together for y'all, but this is not really how I'm feeling right now?
I feel like every song that I've written, whether it was from myself or not, has a piece of me and my story in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what a true songwriter leaves. They leave an imprint, right?
That's right.
So when you hear a Neo record, you know he wrote it.
That's
When
right.
you hear a record from R. Kelly, you know he wrote it.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? If you hear a Diane Warren record, an Esther Dean record,
Mm-hmm.
you know a Star record, you know that they wrote that record.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear their influence and their sound on it. And so I feel like that's the same thing with me. So there's a little piece of my story. There's a little piece of me in every record that I've done.
That's right. Now, Britt, with you out here doing your thing in these streets, what is the best part of being Boss Brittany in these streets?
What's the best part of being me in the streets?
Exactly.
Just having fun, connecting with people. I really like connecting with people. Like I
Yeah.
really like talking. I always say, like, if I wasn't a singer, like you know, an A&R, an artist, I would have been a teacher.
Oh,
Because I really like teaching and talking and
That's
connecting
right.
with people and all that stuff. So that's like the best part. It's just like,
well, see, I've been known to be a professor on my off time too.
what you teaching?
I teach radio at Clark Atlanta University.
For real?
Shout out to my people out there homecoming week. But no, I've been doing that for the last couple of years because I had to go and get
That's
a lot
amazing.
of education myself outside of the industry so I can know how to navigate it on this radio side of things. But it comes back to help you out so much. And with me, I am a talker, so I find myself in class lecturing, and then I look up and I start seeing folks fidgeting and getting ready to go. And I'm like, what y'all in here doing? I'm in here talking. And they're like, Professor Hightower, the class ended about 10 minutes ago, and you still in here running your damn mouth. So I totally understand what you're talking
That's
about.
because
when
you
say-
love it.
Exactly, because I love to talk, to communicate, and to share that knowledge and stuff like that. Now, back to sharing the knowledge. What information and knowledge do you want to share and wisdom with the next woman and the next crew of folks? What is it that they really just need to know? Because, see, once again, you done did it scared. You talked about putting your all into music as well.
Yeah.
What are the intangibles or the things that every person needs to have in them? Because a lot of times you'll see folks come up to you, I want to do what you're doing. Somebody help me, please. Somebody help me. But they don't have that it factor. What do you think constitutes that it factor that's going to make sure that you're successful every damn time?
Confidence.
Mm.
Confidence. You got to have confidence.
Yeah.
That's first. Convince me.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I meet some artists, they look like they still convincing themselves that they it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't tell you it. You know what I mean? You gotta believe, you gotta know you it before you even meet me.
That's true.
You gotta know you it, even if I tell you you not. You gotta be
Ooh.
like, I don't believe it. All right, cool.
Exactly.
Your opinion, whatever. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like
That's
it gotta
right.
be like that. Like, and I think that's like the best takeaway for anybody in whatever they choose to do, whether they're a dancer, a writer, a singer. You know, I have some creatives that I work with who are extremely talented and they're so insecure.
Come on.
And I'm like, yo, that right there is what's holding you back. That right there is what's like stopping God from just opening the floodgates. Like, you got to be confident. You got to go in being like, I deserve this. I deserve to be sitting here with you.
Come on.
I deserve to be on television.
That's
I
right.
deserve the accolades. I deserve to work with these artists. You know what I mean? Like, that's what people gotta feel like that. Confidence.
Being able to be in front of that camera, but also behind the scenes at the same time, what kind of information are you privy to that the average person wouldn't be privy to? Because like you just said right there, you done met a lot of different artists that are scared as hell and they supposed to be superstars at the same time. But you thinking to yourself, y'all ain't even convinced yourself. So what other things do you get to see behind the scenes that kind of make you say, don't make no damn sense to me?
I can't tell you that.
Just a little something. Just a little something. You ain't got to give up the ghost.
I can't tell you that.
Hey, man.
Get all the sauce.
Exactly.
Can't get all the game.
Well, see, that's the thing about it. When it comes to the game, everybody needs a piece of it because what winds up happening is the next Boss Brittany, they'll see you being Boss Brittany. Mm-hmm. But they won't know what Boss Brittany did when she had to really see some stuff that she had to figure out and really had to dot them I's and cross them T's. Because a lot of folks I've seen also in this game turn around and go home not knowing that, hey, that's the time it's time to fight right there, brother. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
And just putting in the work, though, like putting in the hours. Mm-hmm. Like, I get up, I write records and submit records just like any other songwriter. You know what I'm saying? I got off the plane and went to the studio.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And everything in between that. And then I went and met with an artist. You know what I mean? And hop right back on up to do what I need to do. I'm not above putting in the same grind that I put in when I first started. Mm-hmm. Some people, they reach a certain, level of success and they stop doing the things that they did that got them the success.
Exactly.
What you mean? Like, you got to keep working in order to keep winning.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Talk to me about moving around in the A-town, though. I mean, how you like it down here? Is Boss Brittany gonna make her way to the A?
Listen, I am doing an event on Thursday.
That's right.
At the Infinity Lounge. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited.
Okay.
I want to hear some of the best vocalists. I want some of the best rappers to come out. I want to hear y'all. I want y'all to get on the mic. I'm trying to have some drinks with people. I'm trying to meet these folks. Everybody come out. I'm trying to take some pictures.
That's right.
I'm trying to have a twerk contest. Hell, I'm trying to taste somebody's mama's banana pudding, whatever. Everybody come on out and let's congregate.
I could definitely dig that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to, I'm having fun.
Trying to get it in.
Trying to get it in.
Lastly, Brittany, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything else that you want to get off your chest, sis?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate you coming through this thing.
Everybody go get the record, Reputation. It's available on all platforms. You can find me on all social media platforms at Brittany B Music. Mm-hmm. Be sure to watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Monday nights on VH1, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And keep going, keep leveling up, keep bossing up.
I can definitely dig it.
That's it.
Brittany.
Such a pleasure.
Man, it's a pleasure on this side, too. Appreciate you coming through this thing. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Thank you.
Be High Radio Shout. It's out 107.9, man. Let's go.